Breaking tonight, the Iowa Department of Public Health has just confirmed there are 8 coronavirus cases in Iowa. Also breaking tonight, Pottawatomie County health officials have confirmed their first local case of coronavirus. This is a live look from Council Bluffs. A news conference is set to start there anytime now. We will take you there once it begins. Also breaking tonight, the coronavirus fears and oil prices led to the worst day on Wall Street since 2008. The Dow plunged more than 2,000 points. We have teammate coverage tonight on all these developments. We begin with KCCI's Tizia Musinga in Johnson County tonight, where state officials confirmed 3 people with the coronavirus.
Yes, Stacy, health officials wouldn't tell us much about those 3 people contracted the coronavirus. But I did speak to customers outside of a Hy-Vee store in Coralville. They tell me that they aren't nervous and they aren't panicking right now. And I find that interesting because inside the store, you will see that there are no disinfected wipes on the shelves.
There's nothing to worry about. We just got to make sure that we stay clean.
As a mother, Amber Bauer's only choice is to stay calm for her kids. And she's not taking any chances when they're not in her sight.
I send hand sanitizer with my daughter to school. She has it in her bag. So, I mean, he has it in his book bag too, just to kind of keep this germs from spreading.
3 people in Johnson County all testing positive for the coronavirus after returning from a cruise ship in Egypt last week. Several more are pending across the state. Sam Jarvis with the county's health department says officials have been working around the clock to prevent a community spread. The first step is to find out who the 3 people came in contact with once they started feeling ill.
They've tested positive and we're interviewing them, or we have interviewed them as of this weekend to get information on close contacts and contacting them. And obviously close contact is identified or defined as within 6 feet.
And remind everyone else to be aware if you're not feeling well.
Fever, shortness of breath, you know, really it's the risk is exposure. And so up until this point, you know, really it's been related to travel history.
Take preventative steps.
I think I've always been good at washing my hands. My mom's a medical professional, so I continue to do that.
And most importantly, don't panic.
If someone is someone who might get more sick from it, they should be careful, maybe stay at home. But otherwise, I think we just got to keep going.
Coming up at 6, even though it's a little information, hear more details of the 3 people who contracted the coronavirus that are currently in isolation right now in Johnson County. Reporting in Iowa City, Tizia Musinga, KCCI 8 News, Iowa's news leader.
This morning, in response to the virus, Governor Reynolds directed a full activation of the state emergency operations. KCCI's Cynthia Fodor shows us the coordinated statewide response happening right now from Camp Dodge in Johnston. Cynthia?
Well, Stacy, directors of every state agency were briefed today for the first time on the coronavirus and the efforts underway now to try to keep it from spreading here. We got a look inside the State Emergency Operations Center, now fully up and running at Joint Forces headquarters in Camp Dodge in Johnston. This is the same group that gathers to deal with any disaster from flooding to terrorism threats. But this is their first health disaster emergency. From public safety, the health department, human services, the National Guard, and others, the response here is now led by Homeland Security.
The goal is face-to-face coordination and information sharing, and then resource coordination and support of local emergency managers who may have resource shortfalls.
And when you talk about resources, what kind of resources might be needed in this case?
In this event, we're probably mostly talking about those medical supplies, personal protective equipment, whatever gowns, gloves, whatever those might be. I think there are a lot of things about this virus that people do not know the answers to yet.
Now, the State Emergency Operations Center will be fully up and running for as long as necessary to keep Iowans safe. The State Health Department has also set up a hotline. You can call 211 if you have any questions about the coronavirus. Stacy?
Thank you, Cynthia. Now back to the breaking news. 1 confirmed case of coronavirus in Pottawatomie County. County emergency management officials are holding a news conference right now in Council Bluffs. Let's listen in.
And that way you can all be informed on our next steps. Matt?
Thank you, everyone. I want to let everybody know that we did have 1 presumptive positive in Pottawatomie County, and that these are things that our public health department, along with our local health systems and other partners, prepare for year-round. and we are in the process of taking the proper steps to investigate and ensure the public safety out there. The investigation for us began when we were notified of the possible positive on Saturday. We treated it as just as it would be just a positive. So the investigation began. We started backtracking all the different events, and so I think we're going to be okay on that case. What I would really like to reassure is what the Iowa Department of Public Health put out yesterday, is that we all take the proper steps in hand washing, covering your coughs, social spacing yourselves a little bit, and just taking those proper precautions as we do every cold and flu season. We at the county have even taken second steps to step back and work with our own organization.
Been
to
listening
prepare
into a news conference in Potawatomi County. Officials there confirmed the first case of coronavirus there. They were notified Saturday about a possible positive and treated it as if it were positive, and it is in fact positive. We will continue to watch for any new information. We'll bring you the latest on this case throughout this newscast.